Yo, what's good, everyone? How are y'all doing this fine Thursday? Hope y'all doing well. What's up, 4x4000 Cup Lime? How you guys doing? See, somebody already skipped the request queue, so let's go and get that going. Yo, Arcadiac with the sub. Thank you. Means a lot. Long stream today? Don't know. 1.5 day speed builds. Alright. See what goes up. Thank you all for the birthday wishes. Appreciate it kindly. Thousand with the gifted. Thank you. That was a cool transition. Hello? I can't tell if these things can kill you or not, dude. I'm scared. They do kill you. Okay. I'd say the the trail thing that you see here, people have done that so often recently, and I'm gonna take responsibility for starting that, even though it wasn't me. You know, HSV is a pretty popular level, so I'm sure that a lot of people have seen the wave trail and the cube trail made that, and are like, oh, I want to do a trail. So that's my headcanon, is that I gifted that, or I started that. 1,000 with another gifted sub. Thank you. This was neat. I liked it. Definitely a good level to start off the stream. Long stream today, Marky Force? I don't know. Depends on how I feel after 2 hours. We're going to be doing our typical 2 hours today. I don't know how often I'll be resetting the form. Loan by Thasm. This is apparently an extreme demon, but you forgot to include a video. So you're making me do extra work. Luckily you are competent and you still have your YouTube channel linked. Not everyone has their YouTube channels linked still for some reason. Low-key, not a song I would think I would hear in an extreme, but that's just me. Also, no, you did not gift another 1,000. I misread that. I don't know why. I thought there was another. I've seen a particle trail in like every second recently rated level. Fair, yeah. It is it's starting to become a trend now. I mean, just as long as like they are unique, I'm fine with it. But if it was like the same thing over and over again, then it'll start to get a little annoying. What? Crazy ending. I like this stuff. Also, I see you have the verification video up shortly after that showcase, so definitely know that it is very legit. But yeah, also, I'm making a, if you know my level way to you, this one looks like this. I'm making a pseudo sequel to that using Taco Takeover. Anyways, if you know, where is it at? Isolate. I made a custom trail particles here. So yeah, that was a while ago when I made that. "4x4" is a leaderboard mod. I'll go ahead and just watch the video for this. Why not? Yeah, thank you, Tickle. there a special form for people who have 0 creator points? No. I feel like if I were to ever do a special 0 request or a 0 creator point stream, I'll make it obvious. Be like, alright, this is a stream that only allows no creator point creators. This sound effect is killing my ears, dude. What's going on? Spoiler with the 5 gifted. Thank you so much. Thank you. Happy birthday, thank you. The periodic table looks different? Yeah. Not sure what's going on here. This looks cool though. I feel like this is hella objects. Oh, I bet. Congrats on giving birth. I think I was the one who received that, not the one who did the action. GD Monkey with the 200 bits. Thank you. Congrats on not getting married. Yeah, I'm not Osk, unfortunately. As someone who used to be a hardcore chemistry enjoyer because my grandma is a chemistry teacher, genuinely love this level. Yeah, this is really cool. I've never seen anything like this before. Guys, AI is an AI generated level. Oh no. I don't want to take chemistry. Chemistry wasn't bad. But I mean, like, adding up, like, the, like, doing, like, the math part of chemistry wasn't my favorite. Aluminium. Yes. Huh? Spoiler with a gifted sub to Grok. Congrats, Grok. Alright, anything else in this level? Ooh, cool ending. I will say it does... It's kind of hard to tell, like, what here is a hazard, you know? Like, I don't think there are, like, any hazards here besides just, like, falling. Like, I think that most of the stuff is landable. I like this. Story adapted from The Unrivaled Alchemist. Interesting. That was cool though. I like that. Definitely a 9 moon. And I think there's a solid feature. Highlights by Dogs That Bark. Whoops. Encoded song choice, first of all. Alright. Kinda hard to see that jump right there. I think I would recommend that you fix that transition up. Alright. The secret way. I found the secret way. Aw. Oh, the hitbox. I'm not sure what's going on here, though. Not the biggest fan of this camera offset. I mean, it's not bad, but it's just very unnatural. And also a lot of these transitions are unfortunately a little bit worse for wear due to the camera. A bit short too. Yeah. Not bad, but I think the camera unfortunately just takes it down a little bit. Deca wasn't too bad though. So I think that if, like, I see that in the description, finish rated level, definitely a decent, like, first start. Couple things I would do is make sure that, like, the camera is a little bit more fair to the player, fix up some of the transitions, just because that really, like, took it down for me enjoyment-wise. And fix up some of the hitbox issues that I ran into. I don't know what's going on. Alright, see ya, 4x4, enjoy. And then you have 34 seconds. I would definitely try to extend that a little bit more. I need to put that in a folder. What am I doing? Alright. Nice level. Did you really use the freaking pipe sound effect as your other audio, your other song in here? Not the biggest fan of the sound effects so far. I think the wind in the background is a bit unnecessary. And that little level up sounds with the transitions kind of takes me out of it. Gameplay's not too bad though. I do like how the level looks. I'm just not the biggest fan of the sound effects, realistically. Also the wind in the background, dude. Guys, did you guys see that this wind sound, this wind song, is now the 60th most used song in the game? It's kind of ridiculous. That's a lot of flashing, bro. Lots of flashing. Yeah, this. There's a Wind A01, I think is what it's called, is now the 60th most used song in the game, which I think is kind of ridiculous. Well, yeah, it's not bad. I think I'll still send it for a feature because it's neat. I just would, I mean, that's all that is, and you can just like turn off the sound effect on your own. But it's not bad. A little flashy, but it's still decent. I also like whenever you listen to a song in the menu, it just like turned up in the music. It's just silence. The void is silence. Ice fields. This is not very icy. Oops. Not the biggest fan of these colors per se. I didn't mind the other ones, but I think these are a little rough in for my liking. I feel like the shade of green used here could be adjusted a little bit. I feel like you could make it a little bit more lime, because that's just genuinely a better color. Whoa. asking up as the drop. Alright. Any other drop is shameful. I think a rate should be fine for that. Gonna have lunch. Enjoy your lunch. Alright, that was the last of the ones in order. So let's move on to the random queue. Start at number 7 as our lowest bound. And we currently have 343 levels in the queue. Do gambling? You'll have to ask, I guess, GD Monkey for that, if you want to do that. I could, but that'll take like a while to do between every attempt, or between any level, and I don't want to deal with that. This level's 6 minutes long. I looked through a decent amount of it. If it looks interesting, I will put it in the later folder and resume looking at it later. Don't look too bad so far, though. Give me like some Xylonox vibes. Mixed with a little bit of the Devon as well. I will say the song choice doesn't really go fully with this deco. I feel like the song is a little too happy and upbeat compared to this more industrial looking deco. But yeah, I think a minute's fine. I'll definitely look through the rest of that later. Just because I don't want to spend 6 minutes on a single level. 347. 81. Another extreme gen. Showcase full detail. Thank you for at least putting both videos in instead of just the low detail mode verification, because some people do that. Okay, yep, we get it. Shout out to 20 FPS in the top left. You guys can't see it, but it is currently at 20 FPS. This video. Yo, what's up, Cleek? Yo, Sharpshore, do you want to get banned or some shit? You're being extra stupid right now. You were asking about like my OnlyFans, and then now you got like that going on. You can easily like, you know, just like fuck off if you want. It's got some interesting ideas. I think the execution in a lot of these parts are a little weak. Like you can easily see. Like the top of these blocks are. Look at that. This is like Cosmos Unleashed if it turned into a 9 circles level. Yeah. You know what? I'll go and just ban that kid. I don't care. Timeout. Ban. Alright, enjoy your ban for life. King Jester with the raid, thank you. That was a cool end screen, though. This is a cool little end sequence. Not bad. Like I said, I feel like a lot of potential, unfortunately, is like a little like holding it back. Like great ideas, execution isn't entirely there, but also something for a rate. All right, 362. 132. There we go. Phasm, you weren't even streaming, bro. What are you doing? At least I don't think you were streaming. Thank you. It's a immediate demon, so. Himalayan Peaks. Oh, what? Okay, that's weird. Interesting structuring. Not fully sold on the colors just yet. Especially in this part, I feel like if you pause it like this, and it's just like, I don't know, I feel like there's not a good amount of contrast between this foreground and the background. Like these foreground, like these, I'm trying to say crystals, they kind of blend in a little too much with the background. I feel like there should be a little bit more highlights going on. Definitely like bring up the brightness on these. Like I think that these should be the brightness of this portal. I think that would be like really good for your contrast. Because it does make it a little messy, unfortunately, with the current colors. The glow on those drills, I want to call them, they look cool. A little bit too bright, but I think it's a neat addition. Alright, don't spam that, sure. Kind of like the last level, this level's got some decent ideas, like some really good ideas, but it is a little underwhelming at parts. So I think I'll send that for a star rate as well. All right. 372? Yeah. And we rolled 279. All right. Arc. Decent color so far. Oh. Wow, a fake and a 3-star? You're gonna have star grinders on your ass about that. It is a little too bright at times, especially like during these more cyan-like pulses. That's because green is just generally has a higher luminance value than a lot of these other colors that are here. I do think the level could have a little bit more air deco, just in general. This part being a prime example of that need. Oh, come on now. Ooh, this camera. This camera is locked a little too harshly to the player, I'll probably say. I'd definitely add a little bit of a delay and easing there on that. Assuming you're using like an advanced follow. Just up the easing amount a little bit. Oops. They just punched my mic. 6-star? Why is it rated normal? That was like a 4-star realistically. But yeah, definitely had some okay ideas. Definitely some decent colors. I just think it's a little bit too bright at parts, and I feel like a lot of the air deco is really lacking. Just try to fill up spaces as much as you can. Well, not as much as you can. You don't have to make like a core style. But if there's definitely some empty space where you're like, alright, I feel like I could add something here, add something here. Hi, Stalefish. It's your fish's birthday tomorrow. Congrats. 382. Oh, 297. My leg's falling asleep while sitting on it. I haven't heard this song in a long time. And this has already given me some bad vibes. Is the queue random? Yes, it is. Homework or birth or test or stream, we all know which one's more important. True. Screw homework. Not too bad so far. I like the ideas, but kind of like a theme that's at least going on so far is there could be a little bit more polishing. Bum, 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 bum. Ugh! Invisible hitboxes, no! Wasn't too huge on the fog there, I felt like it was a little too opaque. Whoa! Crazy transition. Yeah, I definitely appreciate the ideas here. I think the polishing definitely needs to have a little bit of it. I jumped over the orb, really. Bam, 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 bam. I'd say the song representation isn't too bad. Like it definitely like nails the vibes of the song. It's just, you know, could have had a little bit more going on. Yeah, definitely not bad for. I don't know. That could be this could be copied for all I care, but you know. Either way, I won't be sending this one just because it's a little underwhelming in parts, and could have had a little bit more polishing. Stuff I stated during the playthrough of it. 395. And we roll 244. When you find me. Looks like it's gonna be difficult or something. It's a 9 circles level. Oh, come on now. There we go. I'll definitely put blending on that glow on the player. It doesn't have blending, it kind of looks weird. This is our second black and white 9 circles level of the day. Sure. Let's just skip the blue orbs entirely. Yo, Quan with the 5 gifted. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yo, what's up, Howler? How you doing? I'm going up there. Screw that. What are the hit bosses here, bro? Alright, that's all I care about. Yeah, a little underwhelming, this 9 circles effect. I mean, granted, the song isn't really the most intense, but I still feel like there could be a little bit more flashiness to it. Once again. Oh, alright. How many years do I have now? I have 25 years. Yeah, a little underwhelming on the Deco side, unfortunately. But I appreciate the ideas. Old, yes. I'm ancient. 405. Also, we did have a skip queue request, so I'll do that before I wrap this. We'll roll this one. We'll land on number 132. So let's go ahead and queue that up for the next level. And let's play the skip queue. 140. Alright. Maze 2D fill. Okay. Oh, God. This isn't really maze-like so far. It's kind of easy. I used to play a lot of these games, so, you know. Can you... Okay, interesting. What is that little riff? I feel like a way to like make this level more difficult, or just like this type of game in general more difficult, is you can't run over already colored squares. That would like require a little bit more like, you know, thought put out into the layout, but I feel like that would definitely make this a little bit more like a little bit more mindful, because I'm kind of just mindlessly pressing and just going in a direction. And it's, you know, working. But like, you know, I feel like if you ever wanted to make this level again, but like a little bit more difficult and require a little bit more, you know, thinking going into it, just like make it so that you can't go over already colored squares. I think that'd be cool. I feel like I've already played this level. Or this stage. I just went in a circle. What is that freaking melody from? That da 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 da. I've heard it before. When you go up here and that down. What was with the shape of level 13? Was it a little bit suspicious? Alright, I'm just gonna look at the rest, see how many there are. Let's look at 13. Oh, great. Alright, there were 20 levels. Gotcha. Is that even possible on mobile? Yeah. It's very easy on mobile. You just use your arrow keys to go left or right. And then you do, you jump to go forward. This is cool though. I liked it. Ooh, there's a good song in the background. Alright. Now let's do this other one that we previously rolled. 5-5. Oh, it's this song. Oh, God. I already hate this song. Is this Mr. Cooltrix? I think it's Mr. Cooltrix. I've never heard Mr. Cooltrix's voice before. But it definitely has, like... I've definitely heard this voice in, like... for some random ad-libs and other Mr. Cooltrix songs. Ugh. Hello, dude. Lori with the raid. What's good? How you guys doing? Hopefully you're streaming well. Hopefully you got some good levels. Right now we're playing something. What is this? I say the particles here, like the those little wind particles, do make it a little bit more messy, but still decent. How's it going so far? Pretty good. Spoiler, you gotta do slash shout out. I like this though. Song was you know, it was something, but the deco was good. All right. Next up, we have how many levels in the queue? 428. And we roll 58. Another platformer. Okay. Only... Alright. Where do we go? Click in the air to switch gravity. Can you only do it once? Oh. Okay, I gotcha. Of course you gotta land there, idiot. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes. Oh, bullshit. This is cool though. I like the colors. I mean, granted, you could call this shader abuse. I think it's, you know, I'm scared. All right, we're good. We gotta go back up, and then go back down. All right. There's no checkpoint so far though, so I'm scared that I'm gonna, you know. Oh! Damn. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna look at this. Cool, 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 cool. Alright, cool. You gotta go back. Oh, that's kind of annoying, actually. Having to go all the way to the end, only to then go back and... Yeah, this is the end right here. Not the biggest fan of that, but it still looked cool. I think I'll send it for a star rate. You go back as a jetpack? Oh. I mean, still, I think, even though it's a bit, what? Even though it's easier, I'm just never really the biggest fan of a lot of backtracking in platformers. Even if it is done via a different game mode. 4:30. $16. What do I mean by 4:30? That's the total amount of levels that are in the queue, and then the 16 means that that is the level of the queue that my random number generator has chosen. I feel like I've seen a lot of levels like this recently. I just feel like this style has definitely like been like popularized, like throughout 2.1, and then now in 2.2. I do like these blocks a lot. These are cool. These look really cool. Oops. It's interesting seeing the vertical checkpoints though. I do think the indicators are pretty unnecessary. I feel like you could really get rid of them. They don't really do anything, making it interesting. Not bad though. Made this level on a win, nothing much. Fair enough. It was decent though. I feel like there could be a little bit more going on though. So, like, the colors are good, but I feel like we'll need a little bit more. I'll send it for a high-end start. $389. Alright. Extreme Demon. Oh god. This is about to be something. Let's see what this is about to be. See if it's a serious level or a shitpost level. The line art here looks pretty cool, though. I think the bits of the glitch effects kind of aren't necessary. Also, I kind of wish that you gave me a video where the song in the video is not at 1% volume. Kind of impossible to judge a level when all I hear are clicks. That's a crazy way to say happy birthday, Cutthroat. He didn't die. Good job. Is there any like actual like video about the actual song? Because I can't hear it. What's my GD name? Take a guess. Yo, what's up, Graphics? How you doing? Like, I wish I heard this in the video instead of some clicks. My name is Destroyer6401. That is correct. Alright. Not bad, though. Okay. Interesting description. Sure. It's like a low-end feature for me. $440. Carter Creations. That sounds like a pawn shop. All right. This is number 7 in the queue. Literally the first one. Cute style so far. Those, I don't know why those flowers in that previous part were really, familiar to me. Yeah, okay, great. Shut up. There's a lot of, like, variability here in the quality. Like, I feel like the parts that have a little more parallax, like this one, definitely feel a lot like they definitely have a lot more depth. I will say I would have preferred that the you don't see that the parallax starts. That's funny. There's a lot of sound effects, bro. There's a lot of them. Not bad, though. The art of the animals is definitely the highlight. I just feel like there could have been a little bit more going on with the quality of the other stuff, because a lot of it did look flat, unfortunately. So I think a feature should be fine for this. How dare I stream at midnight without your permission? My bad, bro. Didn't realize that you were in Asia. 447. 255. Alright, this is another extreme demon with this long ass title of a song. It's also 20 minutes long, so that's going in the later folder immediately. Not watching that right now. 446. 390. Calamity Basic. Interesting song choice for this deco style. Definitely would not have seen these two together. Welcome back to Orbe. Exactly. I mean, this is the level name is called Calamity Basic, and his user's username is Calamity, so you can see what's going on. Have you guys seen those like random ass Twitter posts about like my part in the god of Doribay Basic or whatever? That's like a meme level, right? It looks like a meme level. Like, I don't know what the hell that level's trying to do, but I've seen like every single style ever like conceived in like a video that like has that title to it. While this is a cool level, oh, easy. Unfortunately, I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, its time has passed, and I feel like there isn't really much to say nowadays about these levels. Like, it would really surprise me if one of these got rated. Like, they're cool, but I definitely think that their time has definitely passed. Oh, go up. There are some neat effects though. Like these glow lines, that's cool. Oh. Yeah, definitely not bad. Just a little too outdated for my personal liking. Neat effects though. I will give it that. Alright, let's play one more level and then let's reset the queue. 457. And we roll 282. I've seen this, so I did not send it. I don't know if I've seen it since. Okay, no, I do remember this level. Yeah, I think there could have been a little bit more going on that level. A little bit more air deco would be nice. Alright, let's move on to the next level real quick. Just because we have already seen that level. 457 once again. 232. This is an old ID, right? Oh gosh. Let's go. Guys. Never mind. Bum, 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 bum. It's got charm to it. I like these pulses. It's interesting hearing this song using a green level. Be prepared. That's a good song. Oh, you're a ball. Wait. I don't know what happened there. I'm guessing some weird checkpoint nonsense. Also, hello, great use of rainbow in 1.9. Nice. A lot of people did not know about that tech. How to make rainbows in 1.9. Very cool to see. Yeah, a lot of people do not know that you could actually make rainbows in 1.9 just by using blending over certain colors. That was cool. I say that's a 7-star, and then I'll be sending for a rate. What's going on in chat? Somebody was spamming links? What's going on? I don't see anything. Take this lollipop? What is that? Okay. Sure. If you're sending Google Drive links, you're just going to get banned. Alright. Let's go ahead and reset that queue. The lyrics there. It says find me, but you could easily hear something different. Alright. Remember, I will be changing the question, so do not answer anything about game modes. Answer with responses to the new question, otherwise your level will not be played. Alright. Form has been reset. And then 2 to 21. Then let's go play this. Oh. Anyways, that's in the works. It's a sequel-esque like thing to Way to You. Alright. 2 to 21, we roll number 10. Rockstar Boyfriend. Okay. Easy coin. I'm liking this so far. I did not see that. I like the use of the force blocks to simulate the water. That's cool. Will you kill me if I don't hit the orb? No, you're competent. Thank you for being competent. The route here is a little hard to see. That was cool though. Estimation of Ford, yes. Go buy yourself a Ford Bronco or something. Imagine being so irritated by a geometry map that you feel the need to dislike all the positive comments. Wow. Some of y'all are children. Yeah. Yeah, people are stupid in this game. They just dislike anything positive. That was cool. Wish it was a little bit longer though. But I still send that for like a very like high-end feature. Like almost an epic. It's almost there. Ooh, good song just came out of the background. Alright. Now we have 174 levels in the queue. We go from 21 as our maximum number to 174. And we roll number 58. So let's go ahead and queue that up, and then we do this skip request. Cosmic Harmony. Haven't heard the song in a while. I thought that was an actual pad. I'm stupid, dude. 1.0 level. Hope this one's actually interesting. I can't tell if there's actually like, hold up. Can you actually like fall in like, no, I don't think you can. No, I think you're good. You guys already know how I feel about 1.0 levels. There has to be something interesting within it for me to send it. Like some interesting art or something. Or something unique about it. So we'll see if this level gives that. I am seeing like a bunch of cubes, like geometry as icons. So that's at least good. Ah, we got object spam. Oh no. I do appreciate the decent amounts of art that are in here though. Like the houses and that part. That was cool. Yeah, I'm just not really the biggest fan of when levels do this. Like they just like layer a whole bunch of objects to get some sort of like fade or something that was not possible. Oh, jump over that. I'll say the sloped portions here, they look cool. Some TVs, some 3D effects, sounds cool. This one's actually pretty decent. I mean, it still has, like, you know, object spam, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but I do like the amount of, like, art that's going on in here. Piano keys, not bad. We're at the top of the editor, alright. And we're just going down, alright. That felt oddly, like, out of sync. I feel like that should have happened at a different point in the song. I don't know. Not bad. I'm getting bored at 1.0? Yeah. Me too. I am 100% getting bored of these levels, but this one at least had some decent art in it, so I'll still send it for a rate. Yeah, thank you for the bit. And then this one, Lucifer. Lucifer Rotsack. Freaking weirdest, like, weirdest thing ever in Subnautica 2. That's a blind orb down there. Whoa. Not expecting 4 times speed at this part of the song, dude. I definitely appreciate the ideas here. There's some neat stuff going on. Some of these hitboxes are a little odd, though. Oh, come on now. I did not see the brown platforms here. I feel like those could be a little bit more obvious. Very tight timings there. Alright. I do think the level overall suffers a little bit from it being a little too static, admittedly. Also, there's a lot of, like, auto, invisible, like, helper, quote-unquote, structures, and it's just kind of... And you get the drop. Okay. Shameful. Oh yeah, it's it definitely has some potential. It's just real static, unfortunately. Ends at the drop, and has a little too many like invisible platforms that try to help out the player that unfortunately make it. They kill you more than like, I feel like if you were to remove those invisible platforms, it would make it a little bit more fair. But yeah. Almost there, but has a little too many jank bits about it. 225. 158. Another extreme demon. Jopo Funk 2. It's always interesting to see medium length extremes, because it's like, alright, either like, because like for levels that are medium length and they be extreme, I feel like a few too many have, like they're just trying to get the extreme rating, so they make it a little bit more difficult than it necessarily needs to be, and that kind of ruins the fun of the level. Crimson Planet, I'm looking at you. This level doesn't look too bad. Definitely seems fair. Got some decent deco too. I like it. I like it. I can't diss Crimson Planet when Cobwebs does it. I'll be honest, I forgot that Cobwebs exists. So, you know. 233. Like, Cobwebs is low-key like a nothing burger level to me. Grave Robbing. This is a long platformer, aka we're watching that later. $233. Once again. 207. Base Mega Base. This level literally just got released. Alright. There's a 1.0 level. Like, legitimately 1.0 level. Free coin. This looks like base after base with like a couple triple spikes at the beginning. Yeah, this is just base after base with a couple triple spikes at the beginning. Yeah. Okay. 232. 101. Thunderstorm Day, which I apparently have percentage on. Okay. Holy sound effects, dude. This is the same song as Last Tidefall, so I think that might be why I had percentage on it. Because I want to see what another level with that song could do. For me though, I can't hear the song. All I got is just some like thunder going on in the background, bro, along with some rain. Kind of hard to see or hear the song. Also, the camera zooms are a little too much. I can't. Where was I? Yeah, I think the sound effects are taking me out of it. What is this? What is happening? What is happening, bro? Okay, that was something. So we defeated the storm, now it's a sunny day outside, I guess. Bro just sat in the background. Stop moping. What is happening? What? What do you mean? Okay. Okay. It's got some really weirdness to it, but it's honestly interesting. So I'll send it for a rate. 248. The cloud falling in love with us at the end was kind of the weirdest part. I've already seen this. Send it for a star rate. Yeah, saying mythic in the chat to like any level that's like clearly like, you know, there could be a little bit more going on to it. That's just kind of disrespectful to the creator. So let's not do that. 184. I didn't skip any level. I got requested a level that I've already sent, so I just, you know, moved on to the next level because there's no point in me playing a level I've already sent. Whoa, what is happening? This is cool, hello? Actually, like, having the puzzle pieces move around and fit in with each other, that's neat. All of a sudden it turned into freaking God Eater, Astral Divinity. Alright. Oh! Interesting. I really liked that puzzle piece portion. That's definitely the highlight of the level for me. A lot of this other stuff, it had some okay ideas. I just feel like it was a little underwhelming in comparison. But that puzzle piece part is really cool. I will say, yeah, that was that not just like straight up, not really straight up, but like, you know, very much inspired by God Eater or Astral Divinity, whatever you want to call it. Definitely seemed like it. We found Techno's alt account. Didn't realize you speak Spanish, Techno. Alright. First time chat, reset form. Well, some. Fair. I'll send it for... sure. It's like barely scraping by for a feature. But I really, really liked that puzzle piece part. This level is nice, but mine is nicer. Dude, Pipe 6, I can't wait to play your level and it'd be the exact opposite. I feel like comparing your own level to the levels that are played is kind of disrespectful, so don't do that. 265. 231. Rush. Honestly, I expected this to use that Wobaduck song called Rush. Epilepsy warning. Did you guys know that Wobaduck is actually on Newgrounds? I feel like a lot of people don't know that, or maybe don't know who Wobaduck is. Wobaduck is on Newgrounds. Friggin' top 1 jump? What's going on? Jesus. A lot of these foreground elements do kind of get in the way. Especially this text, dude. I can't see anything. There's spikes somewhere behind this text. Take a guess where they're at. Some nice ideas this level has, but once again, I feel like the foreground is just a little too obstructive. Also, some block designs could have had a little more details in them, you know, this one for example. Yeah, not bad. Just not something that I'll personally send. It has charm, but it's just not up there for me, personally. Yeah, do I still have that? No, I don't. I deleted it. Damn. But I had a level that was using Danger by Wobaduck that I decided to delete because I didn't like it. 272. 172. My level is nice, but this is nicer. That's the, that's what you should be saying. What is this? Also, why did it just, like, what happened here? Okay. Is it just, like, 9 rims of this or something? I don't know what's going on. I don't play platformers. Because they're just like hitbox abuse. At least a lot of these more difficult ones. Really? I can't back up there. I can't see. Okay, that friggin' first room was like way more difficult than this one. I got chomped. You can go between there probably. Not really sure if the song really works on this level. Just take the coin in that room, Jesus. Makes it infinitely easier. I keep on just like slowly, like just dropping just short of that spike. It's so annoying when I do that. I do it every time. Hold up. You can just probably skip. Yeah, you can just skip that. Nope, you can't. There's spikes over there. Okay. Where am I? We're all of a sudden in 9 circles land. Land on the top, please. Oh my god. I can't? Really? Okay, great. Sure, just skip the entire room. You know. There's some, oddities about that level. But I think the main thing for me, the song didn't really work with the general deco choices. Also, I'm not really the biggest fan of room-based platformers that are, alright, let's exploit hitboxes, you know? Like this, not the biggest fan of, like, when levels do this, you know? It's just not really the most interesting. But yeah. So I'm personally not going to be sending this one. Hitboxes are meant to be exploited. What? 285. 42. Four stars. I'm disabling these indicators. You don't need indicators. Especially in an art level. If you need indicators in an art level, you need to work on clarity. This looks decent though. Not too bad so far. Good range of colors here, like in these parts, with like the little bit of like rainbow stuff in the background. I like this. There are a couple things I'm not the biggest fan of, but definitely has some good ideas with the texturing. Whoops. Whoops. I mean, to be fair, we've seen levels like this a lot. You know, everybody likes to create their Ori-inspired level. Because, you know, a lot of people like to do that. Long end screen. You can tell this rock here is untextured. Yeah, some decent ideas. Like, I'd say the colors in this first part are probably the best of the level. I really liked the depth here. Some of the colors of the grass it didn't really work for me. But it does look good though. Like that blue portion looks really cool. It's also a little difficult just to like really figure out where in the environment we are, because I can't tell if we're supposed to be like on, like especially in that part, if we're supposed to be on like floating structures or if we're supposed to be grounded. Not really like obvious there, because there are like floating structures in the background, but then like it didn't really make it like clear that we are up in the sky. But I still say this part is probably the strongest out of the parts in the level. But it's definitely using like a lot of techniques that I've seen like many times with these Ori levels. Like, it is doing the general paint style, which is not something we have. Paint style is something we haven't seen in a while, which, you know, it's nice to see every now and again. But I feel like with paint style, you definitely gotta like nail the texturing, or else everything will look messy and sometimes blocky. Like some of the trees in this part, or I guess the previous part, these trees are good, but the previous part, you could easily see that the texture on the bark was very blocky, and that kind of took me out of it a little bit for at least that part. But I think that the other stuff kind of works well enough that I'll still send it for, it'll scrape by as an epic for me. There could be a little bit more in some of the parts. Parts did look empty, but it's like a low-end epic for my personal tastes. Because it did have a bit of messiness as well, which is not the best thing in a art level like that. Milky Ways. Messi, no Ronaldo. Ba, 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 ba. I do think the chromatic shader here, it's okay in some of these colors, but whenever the level turns purple, also just skip those orbs, nice. You can really see like the red and the blue on the outsides. It doesn't really look the best in my opinion. There's definitely certain colors that the chromatic shader works well with. Personally, a saturated purple isn't one that I think it works well with, but it's got some good ideas. Six star, I agree. I like it. Alright. Next up, we have 302 levels in the queue, and we roll number 43. Sure. Not moving pretty much at all. Pain. Yo, Matt, thank you for the raid. Hopefully I had a good stream. Interesting gameplay at the beginning. Weird. Gameplay so far is a little rough. I feel like there could be a little bit more like clarity, which really goes down to the camera being placed in awkward positions. Colors are decent though. I think the structuring and the gameplay just needs a little bit more work. Spoil with 100 bits. I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a great rest of your day. I just cannot see in this part, dude. I got stabbed at the end, bro. Alright. Solid 2 likes on this level. Let's make that 3. But yeah. The gameplay was a little rough, and I feel like there could be a little bit more. Like, you know, clarity with the gameplay. Just because it's very, like, a lot of orb spam, and unfortunately a lot of the orbs are off screen almost. It was just a little too rigid, in my opinion. The deco wasn't too bad though, it has some neat colors, but the structuring was really, 306. The structuring was really underwhelming, in my opinion. Harduin's Insane Demon. I've already seen this, decided to not send it. I don't know if it has been updated since. I think for me, this level was pretty much just like Viking Arena, but with a chromatic glitch shader on it. Buff Viking Arena with a chromatic glitch shader. I mean, it does change here, which is good. I'm not sure why I didn't like finish the level in practice though. I don't recall what made me stop practicing this level. Maybe we'll find out. I do remember that being very blind, these two orbs. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of that orb either. Also, what are we doing here, bro? Today's your birthday as well. Happy birthday, Bailey. Today is also Glubfubbers' birthday. The creator that currently has an event level. All of a sudden it's turned into tidal wave. These are some very difficult duels at the end. Interesting. I think I'll send it for a rape. The forum we said 46 minutes ago, so I don't know what people are talking about. That'll be the only time that this forum resets the stream, so don't ask for any more forum resets. 314. 108. Crown of Chains. Alright. Is this the same song that was in that, like, Impossible level that recently got verified and rated? Like Mechanical Change or something? Hello, dude? Alright, that was weird. I don't know what way you're supposed to go here. Not that way. I guess that way. Makes sense. I was trying to make it more complicated than it needed to be. The deck list here is pretty good in this level. Definitely some good vibes. Works well with the song. There are some parts that were a little underwhelming. Also feel like that sound effect was highly unnecessary. Okay, sure, that's just for a coin. Great. That's a little confusing having the skull pop up after like you fail to make it through there with 6 clicks. It really makes it seem like the 6 clicks are required. So maybe just make it a little bit more clear. like that. Interesting. I'll go ahead and send it for a feature. Why not? I like the vibes. Huh? 324. 278. Black Cyclone. Alright. Why are you guys asking me to raid people? I'm still streaming for another 10 minutes. Dude, this video quality though. Another Black Blizzard inspired level. Structuring's a little weak. It's mainly just a lot of rectangles. I feel like there could be a little bit more that like goes on in the structuring. Makes it make a little bit more interesting shapes, realistically. That's all you really need. It's also kind of hard to tell what a lot of the detail is in this level, because the video quality is quite bad. Ooh, triple spike. It is an older level though, 4 years ago. I just feel like it doesn't really do too much for it to be like a standalone thing. It's very much Black Cyclone, Black Blizzard, both black and then some sort of storm as the second term. Unfortunately, it doesn't really stand out too much. Yeah, what's up, Heroes? There. New GD All-Nighter track came out. Ooh, which one? Uh, 2023 December. GD Monkey. Here with me. Which one was I looking at? I was listening to one. I was listening to, or I was eyeing Out of Touch as the one that I was possibly going to be using. But yeah, I think I'll personally be skipping out on this one. That's not a single. Oh, is that one not going to be coming out early? Or what? I honestly did not comprehend the which ones were coming out earlier. Reset? Come on, man. Well, the reset happened 54 minutes ago. And I'm only going to be streaming for another 6 minutes. So you have to wait till next stream for it to reset. So you can have some patience there. 332 levels. And we rolled number 76. This person says no, I'm Italian to the pineapple on pizza question. This is cool so far. The deco is a little messy, but I'm liking the gameplay, like how much verticality there is here. Yo, Aquamarine, bro. No need to crash out. There's a lot of other people here who have been in a lot of request streams like you have, and they're not complaining about it. So, who do you think is in the wrong here? This video volume is loud as hell, dude. I'm not playing this so well, I'm watching a video. You think I'm sight reading all this? Uh-uh. Yeah, this is... I'm turning this down. It's very loud. Do I like 1.9 side levels? To an extent. Really depends on the type of 1.9 as well. I like that. Literally, I'm being so real. If that was an auto level submitted for my creator contest, I wouldn't mind it. Speaking of, !CC if you want to join my auto creator contest. You have until September to build one. Just because it's a little bit messy, start it. Yeah. This is cool though. I like that. Alright. Let's play like 1 or 2 more levels, realistically. 335. 115. Chromatic, using Pagoda. This is very chromatic. Shout out to another black hole. That's difficult. Hello? You have to hit that spider orb very early. But like not early, not too early. That's a weird timing. Yeah, this is the type of oversaturated purple that I always go on about that I'm not really a fan of. Also, the structuring and gameplay in general is kind of odd. Oh, come on now. Not the biggest fan of the hue shift as well, because I don't know what I'm playing, or like what these orbs are. Like, it looks like a green orb. It looks like it is, actually. Okay. Just a weird timing you gotta do. I need to do a double click here. There we go. Yeah, the gameplay here just needs a little bit more work. Same with just like the structuring in general. Whoops. Oh god. I mean, the level's got some decent vibes. I definitely think like the song works with the like this like very like starry aesthetic, but unfortunately for me, the structuring is a little too simple, and a lot of the gameplay here is a little odd, admittedly. Also, kind of just ends ends after a minute. So I definitely appreciate the ideas. I think that the main thing that you should work on is your gameplay and your structuring. Like, try to not limit yourself to just like one block wide pillars, realistically, because that's what a lot of it is. So if you made your structures a little bit more interesting, and I would also not end your level just over a minute to be like, all right, yay, I got a long level, let's go ahead and just end it there. Actually, like, put a little bit more effort into that, you know? But yeah. Alright, last level of the stream. Assuming I haven't already played the level. 339. And we roll 77. I've already seen this, decided not to send it. It is a how-to level, and yeah. Anyways, let's just look at the header. Yeah. It's updated. It's still a how-to level. That doesn't change deco. 338. 135. This is fine, I guess. Did Newgrounds go down? Ooh. Uh-oh. Newgrounds is down, guys. Oh well. I'll play this level later, and just because it went down, unfortunately, you know, that is the end of the stream. Alright, let's go see if there's anyone to raid. None of my typicals are streaming. That's a first. This person doing level quests, they have Dutch in their language though, so I don't think most people here will understand what's going on. So, trade this person. I never raided this person before, so this could be a mistake, this could not be a mistake, I don't know. I'm assuming that's their username, dude. There we go. Right, Drake? Ew, why would I? Alright. Thank you guys for coming out, thank you guys for the birthday wishes and all that. I'm going to the melting pot for dinner, so this will be fun. Alright. See you guys.